Soju Bomb. Soju Bomb. Oh. Soju Bomb. Hello, and welcome to the inaugural, I said it right this time, episode of what we are calling Soju Bomb.
Soju Bomb. Soju Bomb.
Soju Bomb. We, in fact, have had a couple sojus today.
Mom, I swear I didn't have a drop.
And we're gonna hear what we're gonna do here is this is something that doesn't quite fit into Two Drinks In, doesn't quite fit into PlayStation Education. This is another side one talking about Korean movies, and we could probably extend to Korean music eventually and the like. Right here, we're
Korean culture, maybe.
Korean culture, yes. We are going to start this off with the movie Speedy Scandal. Or Speedy Scandal. I've also seen it translated as Scandal Makers for you European fans out there, all 0 of you. Wonderful Korean comedy, 2008, circa 2008. Stars the same gentleman from My Sassy Girl, so Mom and them would understand. I tried to find this movie for them. I thought this would be a great introductory Korean movie for them.
Oh, it was a good one. It was a
really good one, but of course they didn't get a chance to see it. So, quick recap. The movie starts out talking about a young gentleman who is a very prominent radio personality. And he likes to give advice on the radio, and one of his advice kind of backfires. Would you like to elaborate?
All right, well, there is this girl who keeps calling it.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes.
And because of that, the ratings are up because she's such a likable character, understandable character, and he's always giving her advice. She's a early 20.
Yeah.
I think she's 22, I believe, in the movie.
Yes. Very young.
And she is debating going to her father for the first time ever.
Yes.
Debating whether to introduce herself to see if he'll accept her and her son.
Yes.
Who is now like 5 or something like that because she had a kid in 10th grade. And he's telling her, yeah, you should do it. Go see him. Go. Yeah. This is definitely important. You need to see your father, and then your child needs to know his grandfather.
Good advice.
Yes. So later, when he's getting ready for his date, because he's kind of a womanizer.
Yeah, a little bit.
The doorbell rings. He goes and opens it and says, "Sway, hey, how's it going?" Open collar thing, and sees a girl with a child. Doesn't know how to react. Tries to throw her on her real quick because he's thinking, "Oh crap, I sleep with her without realizing I had a kid with her." Closes the door real quick. She catches it. Well, finds out she's the girl that's been calling in all this time, and she's his kid.
Yes.
Finds out he made an equally bad decision, almost the exact same age, and had a daughter, and as a freshman, sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
And she ended up doing the same thing, but had a son.
Yeah.
So it's a very, I want to say, normal storyline in the sense that it's him getting used to this. It's him not wanting them. And then, of course, at the end, falling in love with them, and caring about them more than he ever thought he would.
Yeah. Now, the big twist, of course, is that, I find comedies are most successful when they're trying to say something about something. Something that, if it was in a serious movie, you probably would watch it once and then never want to watch it again. But because it's a comedy, you're willing to come back to it, reflect on it, think about it. And for this movie, it's the... here in Korea, of course, that's always the big scandal. The illegitimate child, the bastard child, as it were. That's something that isn't horribly common. In fact, I think the median age for Koreans losing their virginity is like 4 or 5 years older than the United States.
Which isn't surprising.
Because they're busy.
In the States, you become a slut so much quicker.
No, in Korea, you're just busy all the time. You're always doing school. You're always doing something else. You really, literally do not have time to make babies. You have to schedule time in your 30s to make babies.
Which is, U.S. doesn't have that problem because we're so stupid and our education's crap. We have so much time. Like
so much time. Might as well make babies.
I get A's in school. I don't learn jack squat, and I'm a slut. Yay!
All right. Carrying on.
It's a different note.
Totally different note. Carrying on. But then there's the idea that it normally ends up looking bad on the kid. And, there's the idea that, of course, you want to hold people accountable, but a lot of times when these scandals break out in real life here in Korea, it's normally the kid that gets the blunt of it. And that's not really fair. Obviously, it's not the kid that made those decisions. It's the parent. And so the movie does talk about that, brings that to light. And in the end, not just not to go into spoilers yet, but obviously in the end, the big lesson is that family is the most important thing. Now, real quickly before we go on and talk like specific details and spoilers, A, did you like this movie? And B, who would you recommend it for?
I did like this movie. It was great. It definitely had one of those moments where it's like you can definitely tell with Korean dramas, shows, movies, everything that they really think farting is hilarious. Like they have a scene where they look at farts and then they just about die on the couch. And it was like that was actually one of the icebreakers where he's finally having fun with them. It's I get it. I mean, a lot of people find farting hilarious.
Yeah.
And far be it from me to tell people that it isn't. But it's not that funny. I mean, to the point where it's like the greatest icebreaker. Oh, we can laugh at the passing of gas.
At least it's cross-cultural. At least we were able to fully grasp it.
That is true. That is true. But it's like I don't see why it has to be in everything. Like like you made the comment to Mom when she asked about it. Well, same reason why Americans find it funny. It's true. Yeah. But they put in a lot more stuff than we do. Yeah. But But no, it was still a very good movie. Recommended to practically anyone who likes a good comedy with a actual moral in it. There was never really a bad scene. There was a few scenes that were but that's only like I'm thinking like for like Mom and everyone. I think Mom would enjoy it. I think Josiah's well old enough to watch it. Well.
The rating here in Korea is 15, but as we talked about before,
it's like a PG-13.
Yeah, Korean rating system is a little skewed one way or the other.
And I think it's only because of like I said, I can't think of a scene that was terribly bad, but it was the way they translate the language. There's a bit of language, and comments, the way they word things, how they say things. A certain scene in particular is when he's saying, "You can't be my daughter." The person you're claiming is the mom. I was 15. It was my first time. I didn't even know how to aim. That sort of thing. It's like getting kind of a little here, but that sort of thing.
Jojo, we'll explain to you when you're older.
So something like that. So like honestly, it's not bad at all. Obviously, you don't want the youngies, little ones watching.
The youngest, tiniest babies. But
yes, okay. It was definitely a good movie. Definitely.
Okay, so
that
at this point,
the entire family.
At this point, if you're interested in the movie, I recommend you go see it. Right now, it currently is not available. There's no English language version available. The version we have is the official Korean version, which happens to have American subtitles, English subtitles.
Which is why I was able to watch it and understand it.
But I highly recommend if you get a chance to see it. Hopefully, they'll get put up on Hulu or something eventually. Again, it's either going to be called Speedy Scandal or Scandal Makers.
And just look for the dude who's in My Sassy Girl.
There you go. Now, getting into spoilers. Okay, so like every good Korean movie, it starts to go into the drama bits, the sad bits. For this movie, the sad bits came towards the end. She can sing very well. She wants to be a singer, and her dad, before he got into radio stuff, was actually a musician. So it kind of runs in the family. He doesn't want her to participate in this competition, but she does, and she's really good at it. Then we get into I'd say the only real big serious part of the movie. So would you like to elaborate on that?
All right. His life's definitely changed a whole bunch. Yes. He obviously didn't want her at all at first, and slowly, he's getting along, and then the big elephant in the room comes out, and then she's complicating his life to the point where he missed his old life. He liked being the single radio host womanizer who didn't have a care in the world, getting the money. And she complicated it so much they ended up into a fight, and he screams, "I never wanted you." And it's really depressing. It's sad. They leave, and stuff happens. And then through the radio, because at this point, no one knows that she's his daughter. Yeah. Which is why she's complicating his life so much, because it's supposed to be. Everyone thinks it's a big scandal. Oh, he's sleeping with a young girl now, and she happens to be a contestant on the radio show for the music thing. So it's a big scandal involved, and so that's why he gets so pissed. And so he uses the radio to read a fake letter from her father, which is really him, to say how he feels, how he wants to apologize to her, and how he feels horrible, and how he wants to fix things. And obviously at first she's like, no. And then slowly by slowly, it's starting to work better. The little kid misses him because they definitely had a moment.
That kid is so cute.
He's pretty freaking adorable. Like when he's says hi grandfather and everything, it's just so adorable. Hello, buddy.
You have to watch him. Yeah, he's really good.
So all that happens, and then eventually you go for like the big finale or the final of the show and everything. And this horrible reporter dude who keeps finding scandals and just ruining people's lives, pretty much. He goes to the kid and tries to get the kid to come with him so he could, break this scandal wide open. Yeah. And the kid is running away from him. So the mom freaks out, looking for him, can't find him. She's in tears. Her makeup's all over the place. She's freaking out, and she runs up on stage in front of everyone and yells at her father, "Help me find him! Help me find him!" And he plays it off. She's being carried away with security. He's trying to be like, "Okay, I don't know what that's about. Moving on." And then thinking about the kid, seeing her being hauled away from the security, he snaps and just screams at the security guys to let go of her. Runs up, shoves him off, grabs her, helps her up, and then go find her kid and everything. So it's a breaking moment. He admits everything. Obviously, it's wide open now. It's national television. So, again, kind of an obvious ending in the sense that
well it's not quite over yet. He decides to make a public apology.
Yeah.
So he goes to make this public apology, and there's a whole bunch of cameras on him. They're all interested.
Possibly the best part.
And then suddenly, there's only one camera guy left because they all leave to go cover a different story. A different scandal that broke out against another guy. He went and tracked down that guy who broke the scandal on both of them and was beating the crap out of him. And that was a bigger story than this radio guy who had a kid years ago.
He had this big speech where he apologized for I can't even say the word.
Illegitimate
daughter and everything.
You can say bastard. I'm taking that word back. After watching Game of Thrones, I've realized the word bastard is such a... It shouldn't be used just as an insult. It's such a great and versatile word.
Well, not only that, with how stupid people are nowadays, there's way too many bastards to keep count. And I don't mean that in the way it sounded. I mean legit, actual bastards. Anyway. So, mother, excuse me, this is not, I'm not using that term,
the correct English language.
To quote William Shakespeare, God stand up for bastards, so even William Shakespeare, Mom, come on. Alright, anyways.
So Billiam.
Billiam. I said William. Shut up.
I know. I said Billiam.
Oh, you said Billiam. Billiam. Well, Bill. Short for Williams. That works. Anyways, so he's sitting there getting ready to apologize for her. Everyone's on him, taking pictures, and then you hear yelling. The guy in the background, the guy who tried to get the kid to go with him earlier.
I'm going crazy.
No, he's loud. He's smiling, and he's like, "I'm a great reporter, smug." Turns after hearing someone yell his name and finds out it's the guy who, like I said, he broke the scandal about him and ruined his career. And he just wails into him and screaming. So everyone turns and slowly all just go out there like, oh my god. And one camera guy's like, okay, can you say a speech? Screw it. And he picks up his camera and then leaves. So he's in the room by himself with this speech saying, okay, I don't know how to take this. What's happening? And he slowly keeps saying this speech. No one in the room. He can see the guy getting beat the crap out of people taking pictures. And he's still slowly saying the speech like, I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to be a good father and grandfather.
And he wasn't the end. Yes, although he did eventually get his own girl in the end, the teacher.
The teacher of his grandchild.
And we won't spoil all that stuff for you. There's a lot of cute scenes.
Yes. Even though we spoiled it, like I said, I picked up on it. Gianna, you would pick on it like the first 5 minutes of the movie. Go, okay, I know exactly what happened.
But it's still enjoyable.
Yeah, it's one of those movies. It doesn't matter if you know the ending. It's a typical ending, so it's still enjoyable every time. Yep.
Anyways, this has been our first episode here of Soju Bomb. Join us next time. We'll talk some more about some Korean movies. You guys, you two at home.
All two of you.
Tell us about some Korean movies you've seen. I know I sent you guys a couple. Hope you guys have been looking some up there on the good old Hulu. Next, find some decent Korean movies, Korean dramas on there. Share your thoughts.
Shows work too. Just limited to movies. Obviously.
Exactly. And we'll see you next time on Soju Bomb.
Soju Bomb. Could do the gag.